It's going to be called a foul. That's another thing for players when they have to guard star players. A lot of times the players guarding the star players is going to feel persecuted, like, oh, you give all these guys all the calls. But he's got to keep playing through that and try to get stopped.
Good effort here by Ross.
They got Belga, I think, for the kick there, diving as well. But Coach Ryan, you got to be happy about you guys diving for the ball.
Okay, we're all wondering bakit si Meyerhofer has not played a single minute in this game. Cheska, anong balita?
Rico actually sprained his ankle at practice. It's not really that bad. They just don't want to aggravate it. Over on the Meralco side, Assistant Coach Juan Magsanov says they have to address 3 issues. 1 is contain their 3 guards, 2 is to cut down on turnovers, and 3 is to stop playing defense using their hands because BMEG has gotten way too many free throws from them. Nico and Alex.
Salamat, Cheska. That solves the Rico Meyerhofer mystery.
Oh, good defense right there by Belga.
Cardona's going all the way. I mean, you just knew that he was going all the way.
Well, he's so high percentage at that, he might as well, unless he gets triple teamed, take that shot. And Mac Cardona gets in the flow a little bit.
Meralco, they're battling here. Kahit na iniwan na sila ng 16 points kanina. Fell behind by 14 points twice in this game. Here comes Cardona again, and Cardona will go all the way.
Another turnover. Coach George needs a timeout right away. Meralco's forcing turnovers, getting out and running, and getting easy shots in transition.
52-45. BMEG Derby Ace, they're still on top. And it's a 30-second timeout here, brought to you by Red Brake Fluid. Panatag ka sa biyahe mo. What an uprising by Meralco here in the third.
Well, anytime you want to give yourself a chance in the game when you're down, if you can create turnovers or bad shots that lead to easy transition opportunities, you're going to give yourself a chance to chip away at the lead. That's exactly what Meralco's done here in this stretch of the third quarter.
Ito po ang Game 1 ng PBA QuarterFinals sa pagitan ng Meralco Bolts at BMEG Derby Ace Llamados. Is that blocked by Belga? And Cardona had absolutely one thing in mind.
Shoot that ball!
Pero may karapatan. Yan naman ang pagkakaiba. May K. May kakayahan. Yep. Karapatan. Nagkapal na mukha. Which is of course another way of saying matapang talaga si Mac.
Ganun ba?
Yes. Now here's Simon against Cardona. Simon pulling up. Nice move.
He's so under control. He's just so under control with that, Nico. And then he gets separation again. A clean look from medium range. Nice pass by Ross.
Nice fake by Espinas.
And here's what's got to be frustrating if you're BMEG. So you come out of the timeout, you get a good play to your leading scorer, PJ Simon. He executes, he scores, does what he does best. But the ball's inbounded right away to Chris Ross, who sprints it up, and in no time, Gabby Espinas is going to the free throw line, shooting 2 shots. I think that BMEG needs to be aware that Meralco's inbounding the ball and telling Ross, okay, push it, see if we can get an early shot. Somebody needs to stop that.
I think any person who has to guard Ross has to take off his basketball shoes and put on running shoes. Kasi takbuhan galore na yan.
Gabby misses both. Gabby struggled shooting the ball a little bit in this game. Missed 3 jump shots and just missed 2 free throws right there.
And a nice save by Roger Yap as well. Approaching the 8-minute mark of the third period. Reach it by Ross.
This will be his third. He admits that foul right there. Tough matchup on the guard James for anybody. Both ways. Either somebody has to guard James Yap, somebody else has to guard Jun Simon. That doesn't get easy.
Here's James Yap. Many players just their eyes light up when they know that they can take on a defender. But here's Ross again sprinting. Ito na si Cardona. 8 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Almost the third over. Cardona, he thought about it. Goes inside. Teardrop time. No go. And the ball ends up with Roger Yap. Taking the Peter Jun Simon. And Simon goes all the way for 2.
Great outlet pass right there off of the fast break. Get PJ Simon a wide open layup.
58-45, B-Beg on top. Well, Jay playing against his former coach, Ryan Gregorio, playing against the Meralco defense, trying to pull up what has been not so impressive numbers for James Yap's caliber, of course.
You know, James scoring, big deal coming from the free throw lines, 8 of those. But then, you know, he struggled. He was 2 for 9 in the first half from 2-point range. But again, he's still James Yap, so you don't want to leave him open. And when he gets it going, I think he's one of those guys that senses, okay, it's playoff time. It's time for him to turn it up that much more.
Here's Omolon, handoff Cardona. Cardona sends it back to Omolon. Omolon trying to create against 4 defenders.
Yeah, clearly fouled on that one. Going to the basket. Really a game of runs, you know? I mean, it got to 62, 45. Meralco was scoring in transition. They were down by as many as 16. But again, you see how important timeouts are. Coach should get the guys together to regroup and to strategize. Coach George has called timeouts that have led to his team reopening up that lead.
Melbert Bitoy Omolon.
Oh, turnover in the backcourt.
Here's Omolon again. Fouled again. A very experienced move by Omolon.
Omolon just poking that ball away from Roger Yap in the backcourt, going right to Chris Ross, and Ross sharing the ball back with the guy who created the steal. Clear foul, Omolon back on the line in no time.
See the return of Nino Canaleta replacing Jerwin Gacko.
So now with Tiele and Canaleta is going to play the 4 and Salvador the 5. So really 4 wingmen on the floor here, 4 big B-men.
Essentially 4 shooting guards and then Jonathan Salvador.
Yeah.
Because Canaleta really is more of a shooter than anything else at this point. Here's James Yap, stack back 3. That will be last touch on Meralco. Referee Jimmy Mariano, quite sure that with all those white shirts under the basket, somebody from Meralco touched that ball last.
There's a 3-on-1 down there, one of the white guys.
Inbound para kay Simon, hounded by Cardona. Under 7 minutes remaining in the third.
Can't give him that much space. You know, I know Mac was thinking about the drive or the ball screen, but Jun Simon is just an excellent shooter. Had all day to face up and drain that.
Simon with 19 points.
Nice.
And here's Tiele. Gives the ball up. Cardona, Fufre.
Look at Tiele come flying in. And a nice head fake. You gotta appreciate this kid. Undrafted. He did a really nice job with Meralco. And then he's just an effort type of guy. And he's played smart. He's played within himself. He hasn't made a whole lot of dumb rookie mistakes throughout the course of this conference.
I mean, he is like the sugar-free, diet-sized version of Harvey Carey. Sugar-free South Beach diet version ni Harvey Carey.
Hindi naman mataba si Harvey eh.
Hindi rin naman siya payat.
Oh, muscular siya eh. Oh, Chris Ross gonna pick up his 4th foul right there. Oh yeah, TLA going back to the, I don't know exactly how you said it, the South Beach diet version of Harvey Carey. Guys like that are great, man. You know, they work so hard off the ball. They do the dirty work, and you have to appreciate that.
A very tough drop pass there. Bagsak pa doon si Ross. James telling John that be ready for the pass.
Ross really trying to do his best to pressure two-time MVP James Yap, and definitely got his hands full.
Here's Simon. Roger Yap. No good. Here's Tiele. But here's Simon. And he loses it. Takbo Meralco dito. Almost a swipe. And almost another swipe. And finally, ball goes out and it will stay with Meralco.
Well, I'm not sure about that one. It looked like the first swipe by Roger Yap was clean. The second one, there might have been a little foul, but then it looked like Ross hit it out.
No, I will clarify. Roger Yap was trying to swipe his arm.
But then it looked like Ross might have hit it anyways. An interesting
Cardona! No. Goes over the backboard. Great action here in the third quarter.
You see Chris Ross trying to inside out. Roger Yap doing a good job reading it and then leaning in and body checking it. And then the ball, I don't think Roger hit it again. And Chris had dribbled it out of bounds, but the ball went back to Meralco. You see James Yap posting up Matt Cardona. James is like Mac in that anytime he gets that deep in the paint, help's got to come. You got to come and try to make him make a tough pass. You can't allow him to get that look around the basket that close.
You get a sense, Alex, that Simon and James Yap, they really feel they can take on Cardona and Ross anytime in this third quarter.
Yeah, I think so. I think they see it as a challenge. They're premier scorers in this league. I think they really feel that. But a lot of time left. Mark Isak, who was definitely the player of the first half, comes right back after that bucket by James and posts up Salvador and draws a foul, gets back to the line. Isak was 8 for 8 with the free throw line in the first half. Let's see if I gave him the sportscaster's jinx.
I don't believe, by the way.
Unbelievable. I tell you, I gotta be like 85%. If I say a good stat that compliments a player, then he just misses. I mean, it happens almost all the time. It's crazy. It happens, I'm telling you. I didn't say anything. I'm making that. So all the fans of Meralco are saying, Compton, just shut up.
Kakasabi ko lang, di ako niniwala.
Oh, naniniwala ka ba ngayon?
Okay. There's a pushing foul against Bitoy Omolon. Only his first personal. Pero malapit nang mag-penalty itong Meralco. With 5:13 remaining in the third quarter.
There's a physical matchup between these two teams.
Canaleta, Roger Yap, Salvador, nice fake.
Nice play by Ross right there. You know what? That play starts. Jonas Villanueva should have had the steal. Chris Ross made an incredible play that's probably not going to be a highlight for anybody. But he flicked the ball up. The pass that should have been stolen. Flicked it with his backhand. Kept the steal from being stolen.
I mean, those are just basketball instincts rather, that you really can't teach.
No, you can't. Just a big time play. But this is the area on the free throw line is the place where Chris Ross has struggled. Now I'm saying that he's probably going to make this next one, but he struggled throughout the course of his career. He needs to get a little more solid.
I don't think the jinx works the other way around.
Okay.
Hindi yata ganun yun. So less than 5 minutes remaining dito po sa third quarter. Bola na kay Roger Yap. Roger Yap. Oh, heft in. And there is a consult here. And they'll call a jump. Of course, sabi ng BMX Derby Ace bench, should be our ball.
Well, let's see. They're going to do a jump ball at half court. So who jumps in this situation? That's the question.
Right now, Canaleta and Isak will jump it off. The ball is with Reed Huntilla. Huntilla to Cardona. Cardona spins into trouble. But that's a hacking foul. Laban kay Roger Yap. Back showing Roger Yap. Tinamaan ako sa bunbunan ah. And of course, Roger Deadman. Those guys are not ever going to be scared of getting in somebody's face. No, not at all. I mean, there are players who prefer not to go into any extracurricular activities. And then there are players who actually relish going in a player's face. Because it's all part of gamesmanship. It's all part of the Taiwar within the game.
Well, now with those two free throws, Matt Cardona, thank you, Roy, and Meralco has got to the line 16 times in this third quarter. That's really going to help you if you want to stay in the game.